like, I don't mind them, but no, that's a lie. I do mind them. That's why I'm having this whole conversation with y'all.
You recording me without my consent.
Blot your lips. Blot your lips together. Let me feel moisturized.
Nikki.
So I'm gonna take my camera.
Does it see me?
Yeah.
Why are you You recording me without my consent? Why is it following me?
That's a gimbal on it. It's not following you. I'm turning it. No, it's not it.
Make it follow. Oh, joked. He's got juked.
Really? Yeesh. Of course it's gonna sound worse.
That's the fourth time you fell out of your chair. Where's the fourth time? How do you keep falling out of your chair? How did it even happen?
What's that?
The camera.
It follows you.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
If you lock the screen on a person. You see the gimbal? So it balances it without, the normal gimbal is that big.
On the side.
How much do they go for?
Jaden, you been being extra. You being real extra. Let me see yours. Is it good? That's cool. Says wait till the light's on. I think it's lift it up. Oh my goodness. Come on. You waving at this is like going to drive me insane. What's up, y'all? It's Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to have you here. If you don't mind, go ahead and smash that like button for me. It really does help with the algorithm. It's even better if you comment, not just for the algorithm, but so I can get to know my audience a little bit better. How you doing? I'm so proud, y'all. I finally remembered to open my vlog. I never open my vlog. I just start talking. It is Wednesday morning. I'm about to go get in a walk before I have to start work. I should have been gone already. Such is my life. My biggest issue with life. My biggest problem with my time management is that I get things done, but I never quite start on time. So like I should have been finishing my walk by now. It is what it is, y'all. This mount is on my sunroof and instead of my windshield because it's so obstructive to my view that I decided to try a new way of mounting it. So we'll see. If the wobble is too much, I apologize in advance, and we just won't do it this way anymore. But how y'all doing? So I'm just going to the local park, and I'm going to get a good walk in and just enjoy nature a little bit. I feel like, y'all, dare I say, and I think I've said this before, that I'm kind of over the whole spinning thing. So I have a Peloton bike at home, and I don't consider myself old. However, I've always worked out over my life, whether it been through sports when I was younger, dance, karate, sports like track, cheerleading, and I've always liked to weight train and exercise as a part of my regular routine. No matter what weight I was at, I've always exercised. But I'm kind of over the intense, like brink of death type exercises. I'm not at that phase in my life. I think I'm kind of getting out of that. I'll always want to do some kind of activity, but I just want to enjoy the process. Like, there's going to be some discomfort. There are going to be times where you just don't feel like working out, and there are going to be times where you're pushing your body, for example, with weight training. But this whole extreme cardio, I don't know if I'm feeling it anymore. And I still love the whole app for Peloton. I love the diversity of the workouts and how you can choose so many different things to do, whether it be targeted strength training, full body, yoga, stretching, meditation. I love that. But the guided workouts on the bike, where you're actually trying to push yourself with speed and resistance. If you spin, or you've ever done a spin class before, you know what I mean. Like, I would compare it to, or like these HIIT classes. Like, I don't mind them, but no, that's a lie. I do mind them. That's why I'm having this whole conversation with y'all. Anyway, point being, I'm just taking it how it goes right now. So I'm gonna go walk, and then I may do a little short strength workout when I get home. So apparently this watch, I just got an Apple Watch. If you watched 2 vlogs ago, it comes with a 3-month trial at Apple Fitness. So they have classes on there too. I don't know how much it is monthly or annually once that trial runs out, but I might try one of those. If not, maybe a Peloton workout. So we'll see. But y'all, okay, so I know it's kind of probably kind of dark, depending on where the sun is, or too bright. So we're working on it, okay? We'll figure it out. So I just wanted to, like, okay, I have an unpopular opinion. It's so random, but what better time to bring it up than en route to the park? So what do y'all think? And just let me know your opinion on this. I hear so many people say that social media ruins relationships. Now, I agree that social media does distort a lot of people's perception of things. I agree that social media can have negative repercussions on, or negative effects on people. However, I strongly disagree that social media ruins relationships, and here's why. Social media, for most people who've had any kind of life experience, and I'm not talking about 40, 50, 60 years old, I'm talking about even in your 20s, you start to understand how things work in this world, and that how you're spoon-fed certain things, ideas, products, all that stuff via social media. You're also spoon-fed images of people, these ideals of having access to everyone and having unlimited potential and unlimited access to people. I get that. However, it's a tool. When you think about relationships pre-social media, I think people like to very quite literally apply rose-colored glasses when looking in hindsight about the history of things. So I get the perception where it comes from. People paint the past with rose-colored glasses. Not all relationships in the past were bad. However, the perception of what good is like, I feel like it's just inaccurate. I feel like people discount the fact that in the past, the basis of relationships wasn't all about compatibility. It wasn't solely based on love. It wasn't solely based on building a family. If people are quite honest with themselves, a lot of it was about survival. And you would love to like sprinkle in, this is not the way I came into this part before. Child. Anyway, you sprinkle in elements of love, and you hope that the person that you choose to, the person that you choose to spend the rest of your life with, that there is some element, some romantic compatibility there as well. But the reality is, in the past, women tended to marry younger than they do now to men that were a lot of times a lot older. I see that example all throughout my family. Women didn't have access to financial freedoms that we have access to today. I don't care if you're rich, poor, whatever, you still have more access and more accessibility to certain things. Men were about working and providing, take care of home, but there wasn't a need for a lot of emotional intelligence. And this is no this is no insult to men as a whole, but or men on an individual level, but let's keep it real. There wasn't a need for emotional intelligence in relationships, either men or women. But if you tend to hold the power, meaning you hold the money, you hold a wallet, then even more so for whoever holds the wallet, the need for having emotional intelligence is it's even less. Because if you're the one that's providing, feeding, nurturing, providing safety, when I say nurturing, I mean on a very primitive level, like making sure that I live and survive and I'm fed and I have somewhere to lay my head at night. You don't need to know how to have a conversation with me or how to process your own emotions, let alone mine. It's just not a need for that. Not only that, people's lives were led a lot more in isolation. Like how we say social media, people present what they want to present. But back then, when there was no social media, you had even less contact and understanding what was going on in people's relationships. It just, nobody knew. Then the people that were in the actual relationships, in which if they're honest with themselves, yes, they grew to love people, but a lot of times there wasn't an option to just up and leave. And so it was either dissociate yourself from the negative and learn to live in that situation until things got better, or you just kind of grinned and bared it and never got better. And I think a lot of people, even our older generation, God bless their souls, God bless their hearts, and it was with all good intention, they forget that, yeah, some of the pain and the discomfort you went through in relationships in the past, you kind of like, okay, y'all, I got to rambling, and then the phone rang, and now I'm on the side of this park that I don't want to be on. Come on, shit. Came flying through here. Y'all slow your asses down in parking lots. Anyway, Okay, so unpopular opinion. I don't believe that social media ruins relationships. I believe that the perception of social media being the culprit is where the problem is. I believe that social media is no different than anything else in that it can highlight both the positives and the negatives of the user. Okay? I'm not talking about what people post. I'm talking about what they choose to do with their social media. So, for example, you have a female that's very attractive, but maybe even more so attractive with all her makeup on, right? And, or with a filter thrown on. And you notice it's not so much about what she's posting, it's about the fact that every time she posts, you only see her with a face full of makeup on. So it exposes the insecurity of the user. Now, if the person is a makeup artist, okay, that's to be taken into account. You can't really interpret it that way when the whole premise of somebody using it is to display their makeup talent and skills. But for an everyday person whose primary focus isn't selling makeup or selling the how they apply makeup, then it exposes the insecurity of the user. Same goes with relationships. Social media does not create cheaters. It just doesn't. When put in the hands of someone who has some kind of holes in their foundation when it comes to integrity and honesty and values, all it does is allow those holes to be exposed, because now a person has more access to be more sneaky and to do things, or they have more access to see certain things that may be ideal. Or let's say it's a man or a woman, okay, whose dating pool is relatively small for whatever reason. For if we're going to be very stick to stereotypes, and what the usual is, for the man it's limited because their funds are limited, and for the woman it's limited because she's not considered traditionally attractive, right? Okay, so in those cases, when the world of social media opens up, those people with those same deficits, according to society, now have access to see all of the people, men and women, that people who don't have those deficits have access to. So now they have their eye on the prize, and they're like, I want that type of woman. I want that type of man. So for people who aren't secure and confident, or aren't realistic with themselves and haven't held that mirror up to say, hey, this is my circle, these are my people, these are the people who sing the song that I sing, figuratively speaking, what social media does is it exposes those gaps in people's foundations and levels of understanding about themselves. It doesn't create that in a person, it just exposes what's already there. If you take a look at money, they say money is the root of all evil, but I think a lot of people take that out of context, and it's not that money necessarily in itself is the root of evil. Money exposes the roots of evil that are already within people. I think what people fail to understand, I think people like to think of themselves as being more mature and being better people than what they are sometimes. Most folks don't have a good understanding of self. It is when your access becomes unlimited, and when your restrictions are removed, that you really get to see who you are. But a lot of us live in a world full of restrictions. Most of us are not billionaires, trillionaires. Most of us, even with access to information, have limited access to information. We don't know all the things that there are to know in this world. We don't have all the secrets. We don't have the cheat codes. Most of us don't. So with the access that we have, we think that we are stronger than what a lot of us may be. We're not as, there's only a certain level of understanding you can get within a restricted kind of environment. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. So when you say social media ruins relationships, money is the root of evil, what you're really, if you dig a little bit deeper, what you're really seeing is people whose access has been expanded, or at least the appearance of access, or the feeling of having access. Because on social media, you don't really have access to all those people, but you feel like you do. You know what I'm saying? It makes you feel like it opens up a world that some people, in some aspects, it opens up worlds that they never had insight into. people they never had access to, lifestyles they never had access to. So once you start opening Pandora's box, do you know the myth behind that, where there was this box? Anyway, look up Pandora's box. Once you open it, you can't close it. Now your eyes are open to all these things. Well, you become exposed in that. And it's the same with the internet. It doesn't ruin relationships. It makes you open up kind of Pandora's box, and it's like, okay, now you have all this stuff you have access to. There's no limits on what you see, hear, think, do, touch, feel, whatever. And unless you have a very strong foundation and moral compass, a lot of people, I think, would be surprised at what they do and participate in. And so I almost look at the people funny who say social media ruins relationships, because it's really exposing, I think, more about the person that says it. Yeah, I really gotta switch my memory card out, because this one is like trash. It's not enough memory. Anyway, let me wrap it up because I'm about to go walk. But I don't say anything I'm saying with my nose in the air. I just wish people, like, I'm not perfect either, but I wish people looked at things a little bit differently when it comes to other things controlling us versus access to these things, social media, money. I don't know. It exposes parts in us that if you don't like it, it's an opportunity for us to work on those things. But if you put the power into the tool, then you will forever, you'll never have power or control in your life, because you're always saying that something else is the reason why things are the way they are. So, like, yeah, like if your man is cheating or your woman is cheating, to look at it like it's the other person's fault or social media's fault or anything like that is ridiculous. It's that person. It's their lack of development. It's their lack of self-awareness. It's their lack of self-control. It's their they're not in a place where they're willing to look at all of these temptations or desires and understand where the desires are coming from, and whether there's something that needs to be met or something that needs to be denied or something that needs to be worked on or looked at deeper. Like, all of this access that we have in this world today can be a beautiful thing, but it can also be our downfall if we don't look at what it exposes in us versus looking at demonizing the tool itself. So that's all I wanted to say. just a quick 45-minute rant. Anyway, I'm about to go. Let's see how far we can walk. And I'm a little upset because I couldn't find a hat. I just got my eyebrows down, FYI. That's another reason why I didn't want to do too intense of a workout, aside from the fact that I just didn't feel like doing it. I don't feel like killing myself. But also I got what do you call it, microblading or nano blading done on my eyebrows, so I cannot sweat for 10 days. And I really shouldn't have direct sunlight, but it is what it is. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Keep running, boy, in and out my life. Wanna be
So it's much later, and let's see, what have I done since I last saw y'all? Y'all were with me at the park. I went on my walk, came home, showered, worked, and then my older son, came back from a field trip. They went to Jekyll Island, and I had to go pick him up along with my dad, who was one of the chaperones for the trip. And then we're back home now. So yeah, I didn't do a whole lot. You know, during work days, it's going to be kind of hard to get a lot of stuff in for you, but I think truly I'm becoming a walking girly. I've been looking up all of these videos about the benefits of walking, and while I knew that walking didn't burn as many calories, what I did not know is that even though it burns less calories than high intensity workouts such as sprinting, maybe even jogging, cycling and spinning, it actually burns more fat calories. So let's say per meal or per 1,000 calories that are burned, more of those calories will be fat calories when it's burned from walking versus doing high intensity training. I did not know that. So tomorrow morning, what I know I'm going to do, we're going to go for a walk after the boys get dropped off before work. So go straight from dropping them off to walk, and then to the gym, and then back here to work. And then, yeah, and just see how that goes. But I felt so good just walking outside. And it's like you hear people say it. You hear them say it releases endorphins. It's so much better for you. It's good for your joints. It's good for fat burning. It's just good for vitality. But I felt so good. Like, it's for real. It's like real. So let's see. Maybe we should do a little challenge. Like, you should walk with me. Because apparently this walking doesn't have to necessarily be consecutive steps walked. You should have a targeted step goal for intentional walks. But you can also continue to accumulate steps throughout the day, and it still counts towards or contributes to their overall health goal. Like, you don't have to be winded. You don't have to be power walking through the mall. You know how they show the grandmas and everybody power walking through the mall in the morning. You know, you be seeing them sometimes. But you don't have to even do all that. It could be a leisurely stroll as long as you get a certain amount of steps. So I did like 2 miles, and it gave me, I think just from that 2 miles, it was about 5,000 steps. Took me about 45-50 minutes, but that's because I was like stopping and taking pictures and kind of just taking in the scenery. And I sat down for a minute. I went to the bathroom in the midst of all that, you know. But I really enjoyed it. So we're going to continue that, and I'm going to see if I can do a more consolidated amount of steps. So even if I'm out there for 45 minutes to an hour, I would like to get more distance covered, more steps covered. Other than that, y'all gotta catch up on editing. I don't even know how many vlogs I got in the chamber right now, okay? We on this one, but I got like 2, maybe 3 locked and loaded because I have my 6th vlog up now. By the time you see this, it should be like 2 or 3 vlogs ago. But after I filmed while I was sick, but I couldn't edit. I couldn't bring myself to edit. I rested in between filming and trying to stay active and all that other stuff. Editing was not on the agenda. So I just got that vlog up from like February 8th. Today is the 21st. Okay. So I'm about to shovel some things around, pack my bag for in the morning. I dress for the gym or workouts. I'm going to dress like before I take the kids, but I still have a bag I bring with me with just like water, gym lock, headphones, my planner if I need it, a couple of other things in there. So I'm gonna pack that bag, lay out my gym clothes, move footage over so I can start editing the next vlog that's already locked and loaded and waiting to be edited, just sitting there waiting. And then I think I'm gonna lay down early. I think that's what I'm gonna do, and we'll talk tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Babs. She was like, whatever. Huh? It's not glossy. Look. This is perfect though. It's not perfect. Just a container is perfect.
We ain't got no.
Do this.
We ain't got the regular ones.
Let me put it on.
You ain't got no one say chapstick.
Let me put it on. Like for real, you need this. Your lips will feel so much better. You said it feel like you had a sweater on.
They do.
Watch, you gonna be stealing my stuff. Right?
This ain't no. But
wait. Okay, like blotch your
why
lips.
you got?
Blotch your lips.
I feel like this.
Blotch your lips together. Don't they feel moisturized?
This ain't no like lip gloss.
It's
this
not.
This chapstick.
It's not chapstick, but it's not lip gloss either. It is lip glowy balm.
This,
Glowy. It's glowy balm.
that ain't no Princess Place.
I come to you as an egghead this morning to express some frustration with you. Y'all, I don't want to talk about weight loss like in every video, but lately that's been heavy on my mind, and I am not losing any weight. Let's start there. So I think I have come to the conclusion that I have to, for one, change some things up because maybe my hormonal like balance has changed. But yeah, your girl ain't losing no weight. If anything, actually, I've gained a couple of pounds. And so I'm having this conversation whispering because y'all, for those of you who are in a relationship or haven't been in a relationship, Zach is so supportive of me. However, he's gonna kill me. Men who love you and love every part of you also sometimes love to feed you. And I can't blame him. But when I say I'm trying to lose weight, their perceptions of what like a normal amount of food is like totally different. And it's my fault because I know how to say stop. But I think I've gotten into this comfort zone where it's like, you know, he still loves me how I am, blah, 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 blah. And I just like have been eating and overindulging, and he's a cook. So like we do the meal prep, we're good. But outside of that, like I have a food buddy now. And he can still lose weight with me as his food buddy, but I can't lose weight with him as mine. He never encourages me to eat. Like, it's not on him, it's on me. But it's not like he's forcing food down my throat or being like, you need to eat more. Nothing like that. Nothing toxic or weird. It's just that y'all know how it is. It's relationship weight. And even with me counting my calories, I'm not consistent. If we're not meal prepping, I'm not eating right. Let's just be honest. And also, I think that I have hormonally shifted into a phase. I don't even know if I'm going through perimenopause. I haven't had a hormone panel done for that. But I think I'm shifting into a phase where the heavy, hard lifting of weights can be used to my advantage, but I need to balance it with lighter cardio. And I really think I've made the decision that Peloton bike workouts are not for me. Mind you, I'm not saying not ever, but the way I was going before, all I'm doing is making myself hungrier, adding more oxidative stress to my body. So I'm really getting hooked on walking. So that's what you're going to see me doing a lot of. And then I want to incorporate more functional strength, which means things that help maintain the integrity of your joints as opposed to breaking them down. I don't know if y'all know, but a lot of things like HIIT, maybe not so much HIIT, but what's the other one? CrossFit. Those things are hard on your joints. And if you've always been kind of a person to do heavy, intense workouts, after a while they may help you stay in shape, they can also further tear down your joints, especially if you're not doing them right. So point being, we're going to shift it up a little bit, and I'm going to be really focused on walking and getting in steps, and then doing some functional strength, and then really, really, really for real this time, hone down on my calories. Okay? Like for real. Because I'm not ready. I'm not at a point where I'm just like, it is what it is. It's more of an uphill battle now because, again, I'm 42. But I'm not just accepting that. Like, it went up another 3 pounds from last week. Where? Why? So we gonna start this walk because so far I'm up to 3.5 miles. But we about to be some walking fools. I just kept going down the YouTube rabbit hole of the benefits of walking. Sorry, I talk with my hands. This is what I do. But yeah. So anyway, let's go. So I just wanted to show y'all. So sometimes I'll need like a little bit of an energy boost in the morning. And I like these Alani News. That's what I'm on lately. But I can't, or I don't even know if I can. I don't need a whole can of this. I really don't. And I was like wasting drinks. Also, sometimes like I'll make, sorry, it was out of frame. I'll make drinks where I need some Sprite. Sprite Zero, and I'll show you one of the drinks because when I do my ginger shots, sometimes I want more ginger. So I'll show y'all what I do when I want that. But it's like I was wasting cans. So I got these little can tops off of Amazon, just fizz savers, I guess is what you would call them. And it fits on both. Yeah. So I'll link these below if you're interested. But yeah, these drinks are too expensive to be wasting them. And I don't like to force myself to finish things that I don't really want. So yeah, I'll link them below if you're interested. Okay, y'all, so we're out here, and when we came out yesterday, we saw this fish. And y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but it looked like a koi. And somebody would have had to release it out here. But I can't think of anything else it would be. It was like a foot long, about a foot long, and it was very fat, and it was bright orange, and it had all the little fins, like the little graceful looking fins that they have on koi. I saw some of that, and I can't find anything else that looks like that would be it in a lake environment in Georgia. So it's either maybe the only thing I can think of is a trout, or somebody released something out here, but we out here looking for it. But just because we're looking for it, we won't find it. He came and visited right over here. We were out here just looking at the water, and he came and swam over here in this little area, but he never came any closer. What's that right there? You see it? Hey y'all, so it's Monday morning, and I don't know where I left off with this vlog, but I think the last thing we did was walk on Saturday. But I just came back to close this out, try to get out of the sunlight. Well, anyway, I just came back to close it out. So I'm about to go for a morning walk and try a new park, but we'll start off the next vlog there. I just want to say, like, I really think that I'm addicted to this whole just rejuvenating, kind of like low impact workout thing. Like, I think I'm really officially going to sell my Peloton bike. If anybody knows how I go about doing that, or what's the best way to do that, if you've done it or know somebody has done it, leave it in a comment below, because I just am not into the whole Facebook marketplace or Craigslist. I just don't trust it. So if you know of a way to do that that's a little bit safer, just let me know in the comments below. But yeah, let's just go ahead and close it out. I feel really good. I've been walking, we've been walking like 3 to 4 miles a day, kind of building up to the higher end, closer to 4 miles. So I think today the goal is going to be a full 4 miles. And yeah, so I hope everyone's getting off to a good start to their week. I'm about to try to do the same, and we'll be opening back up a new vlog in a little bit. But until then, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on my health journey. Follow me on just my vlogging journey, life over 40, trying to live in balance, all that good stuff. And I will talk to you guys later.